Welcome to the Jan Podcast, Season 2, Episode 10. I'm your host, Jan, of course. How you doing, folks? It's been quite the week. Quite the fucking week. But I digress. I have finally settled down a little bit at work, so everything's good. So I have a little more time, but I still didn't have a lot to talk about today. I'm just kind of pooped, I kind of had a little baby shoulder setback on my right side, and I don't know. I woke up one day and I couldn't get it off my body again, and I was like, "Damn it, all that work." It's getting better. It's getting better. I think I'm trying to push through, and that's not how it works with that. Once it pushes back, you stop. I think I might be pushing through. So I'm gonna take it a little easier. I watched a movie this week, and I had some funny shit happen, and so I do have some things to talk about. I have a traffic peeve, of course. I would not be starting my show properly if I did not have a traffic peeve. Yes, I know. Most of my traffic peeves are just like, I'm just pissed at people. It's mostly people that think that they don't have to follow the law, like they're entitled or they're stupid or arrogant or just clueless. People that that pass on double yellow lines, people that pass on blind turns. It's just people that pass on overpasses. You can't see what's on the other fucking side. Why are you passing a rig on the overpass? You have no idea what's coming on the other side. Yeah, it was just a couple of stupid, ignorant, impatient assholes. It scares you though, because if he'd hit that truck was coming out of a Chevron place. So it's probably full, right? I'm like, oh gosh. Yeah, so I don't know. He had a big ass truck. Sorry, chugging root beer. He had a big ass truck. You know, the kind that tell you that they have small balls. Yeah, one of those. Yep, one of those. And his maneuvers, yeah, also told me he had small brain. So small brain, small nuts. Okay, that checks. Yeah. Shit. Oh, but yesterday I was at work, and when I was walking, I kept like getting this tickle down around my ankle, and I'm like, God damn it. And I was thinking, I'm like, when was the last time I shaved my legs? I was laughing because it's cold, right? I'm like, when was the last time I shaved my legs? And I'm thinking, no, it can't be that. I don't know what. And then I get home, and I go to change from my work boots to my just regular sneakers or whatever. And I look, and I'm like, what the hell is a fabric sheet in my pant leg all day? That's what was tickling me. I'm like, son of a bitch. I go, you ever do that? I mean, you ever get the dryer sheet mishaps? God, man, I was like, oh, dang it. I was like, no wonder. It was just tickling me all damn day. And I didn't itch it because I just thought, well, there's no point in itching. It's just gonna tickle again in a minute. Yeah, that was bad. But I was at Walmart one time, and I'm in line behind this woman, and I kept thinking to myself, man, my fucking t-shirt smells amazing, because I was using I think I switched from something to Gain. It was like Gain Tropical Island or Island Breeze or something, and it smelled super good. Now they don't even have it anymore, I guess, or they're getting rid of it. But yeah, it was my favorite. So it smelled so good. I was like, man, that stuff lingers on the clothes. I like that. I was like, cool. And then I look, and I hold up my arm, and I look down, and I see just the tiniest bit of something under my shirt. I'm like, what the hell? And I reach down and I pull out a fabric sheet. I'm like, motherfucker. No wonder I smell it so good. It's right there in the fucking sleeve of my shirt. How did I not feel that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I didn't feel that. I sure felt it when it came out. I was like, what the hell? Oh my God. And I'm sitting here feeling like a total idiot, and I look in front of me, and the lady in front of me is standing there in line with her hair in a curler, but her curler, her big giant curler, is a toilet paper roll. Yeah, this is Walmart, okay? Welcome to Walmart, California. Holy shit. Yeah, I took a picture, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Oh man. Yeah, good times. But dryer sheet mishaps, man. That's not the first time I've had them like in the back of my shirt or in the sleeve of my jacket for like, maybe I wore the jacket like 3 times before I finally found it. I was like, what the fuck? Now I'm like, oh, maybe I should just leave it in my pocket since it makes my clothes smell so good. without actually throwing it in the dryer. I'll just leave it in there. Shit. So yeah, so if you check my jacket and I have a dryer sheet in there, fuck you. Okay? Because you know why. What are you doing going through my pockets anyways? Fucker. Okay. Anyways. But I digress. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah. I've never considered myself ugly, okay? But I've also never considered myself pretty or anything like that. I'm just your average. Yeah, I'm just your average, okay? Um, I'm not foo-foo. I mean, I don't wear makeup. I'm like whatever. Um, I'm me, right? Um, I had an employee at Walmart yesterday tell me I was in there getting like snacks for my guys. And she goes, "Hey," she goes, "You look so familiar to me." And I immediately said, "Yeah, everybody tells me that I look like their best friend in the city they used to live in when they were kids." And she starts laughing. She goes, "No, no, no." She goes, "Oh, don't be mad." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck. Don't tell me then. Why are you even mentioning it? If you're gonna say something's gonna piss me off, why the fuck are you mentioning it? Why are you mentioning it?" So now she's gonna mention it, and I'm like, lovely. You know who she told me I fucking looked like? And she goes, "No, it's cool too, though." I'm like, "Oh, really? Okay." She told me I look like Eileen fucking Warnos, the serial killer. I'm like, wait, she's like really ugly. Come on, man. I'm not that ugly, okay? I am not Eileen Warnos ugly or creepy. No, fuck no. I was just looked at her like, what the fuck? And even the guy that was standing there with her just goes, "What?" And I'm like, yeah, what? Yeah, how to make people uncomfortable. Yeah. Tell me I look like fucking Eileen Warnos. Not even close. Maybe on my worst day if I lost all my teeth or something, but no. Maybe I should have gone Eileen Warnos on her, huh? Maybe I should have threw hands. Yeah, no. I don't want her to take the brunt of all my rage. I got a lot. Yeah, you can tell just by that. Huh? I haven't sat back and watched a movie in a little while because my shoulder's been so jacked up. I'm kind of like in and out of sleep. I sleep when I can. But I actually decided I wanted to watch a movie last night, and it was a movie on Amazon Prime. You know when they just keep jamming a movie down your throat, and you're like, "Fuck, now I gotta check out this movie because they've recommended it 600 times." And I find that once I see it, they stop recommending it. I'm like, "Thank God." Sorry, I'm super parched, and this root beer is icy cold. Root beer. Hi, Chupa. Okay, so the movie is The Bluff, okay, with Carl Urban, and I don't know if I'm going to say her first name right. Priyanka Chopra Jonas. Anyways, it was okay. It wasn't bad. I've seen way worse movies. There was plenty of action in it. She's a freaking badass. I mean, when he yells Bloody Mary, there's a reason for it. I mean, the plot's, kind of thin, and I like the chemistry between her and Carl Urban. I wish they would have gone into more about the two of their relationship in the movie, a little more. I would have liked it. A little more backstory, maybe. I mean, they kind of verbally go through the backstory like in a split second, and you're like, I would have liked to have seen all that. It would have been cooler. But I mean, who doesn't love Carl Urban? That dude's badass. I love him. Oh man, him as freaking Dread. Yeah. He did a good job in that movie too. He can pull off like any accent. It's crazy. I think he's got like some kind of almost an Irish accent in this one. He's a pirate. I mean, he's a captain, but it's like towards the end of the pirate times and he's trying to find the treasure that was stolen from him by her. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting. It's worth a watch. Like if you like pirate movies, then check it out. I mean, they don't spend a lot of time on the ships, but there is a lot of ships on out there, and just the whole pirate theme. I mean, when you use a cannon on a human, that's pirate. That's a pirate. Yeah, that's a pirate. But yeah, so check it out. It's free on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. I'm not gonna Prime for you anymore, you dirty bastards. So I don't know. I doubt. I don't know who listens to me that is in California and who isn't in California. But if you live in California, then you clearly know that California has the best Mexican food you can eat outside of Mexico. Okay. I'd say Texas comes in pretty high too with the Tex Mex. But California's just got some amazing restaurants. Just amazing. I mean, it's almost hard to find a shitty one. I mean, can you? Yeah. But they have like the diamonds in the rough around here. I mean, you can pop into a place that doesn't even look like it's anything and go and find the best freaking food you've ever had in your life. And there's room for like 7 people in their little restaurant, but their food is so amazing. Yeah, that is one of the things I love because Mexican food is my love. I love me some Mexican food. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can get it back. Wonder what's going on. Okay, well, I lost my camera. It doesn't matter for the recording, but it matters for my shorts that I do. Looks like it's time to get a new camera. Donations, anyone? Donations for new camera so I can actually go live. Oh well, it is what it is. I'll just stop fucking with it and there it goes. Okay, where was I? I was talking about Mexican food. Yeah, I've had some of the best Mexican food I've ever had in California, and it's always these little hole in the walls, and you always, if you know someone from that town, you ask them where to go, and they will take you to the best restaurant in that town. But there's dozens and dozens of other ones that are good too. But there are some that are just primo. Some are better for different things too. Like our street tacos on our, the taco wagon. Those are amazing. They're so fucking good, man. I could eat 5 or 6 of those damn things. They're very good. I just really, I'm glad that Mexican food is my all-time favorite food. It is my all-time favorite, so I'm super glad because I'm in the perfect place for that. Yeah, California. Look for your diamonds in the rough, though. Always ask someone local, and they'll tell you where the best place is. Always. Or they'll be dicks and go, I can't think of anything. And then they go eat there that night. Now, we had a couple of really good ones in my hometown here that over the years are gone now, and one of them had a lot of sentimental value to us, and when that place closed down, we were really sad. This is one of those where, you spend a lot of time there in your youth with your parents eating there, and you really enjoyed their food, and then somewhere along the line, you kind of stop going there, and then next thing you know, they're gone. Yeah, and I was like, dang. Because right now, I would give anything to have like this huge platter of food that they used to serve. I can't remember what it's called. Mom would know, but super good. Super, super good, man. Just amazing. They had this weird kind of a gravy for their rice, and it was just a little bit. It wasn't like even enough to run over the sides, but man, it really just increased the flavor of the rice, and I don't know. It was good rice. And you don't find a lot of places where you like enjoy the rice and the beans. Usually it's like, oh, the beans are terrible and the rice is great, or the beans and the rice are. This place was beans, rice, excellent. Yeah, both of them tasted great. So I do miss it. And I can't make rice for shit. I do make it, but I'm not a cook, so, there you go. And I hate cooking. I'm really lazy when it comes to cooking. I'd rather come home, and if it's between cooking or getting up, I'm gonna just, get up and not cook. I'll get up, but I won't cook. I don't like cooking. I'll just go to bed hungry, and I'll eat tomorrow. No biggie. Believe me, if I look like Eileen Warnos, I need to start saving some fucking money now. Stop eating and start saving for my surgery. Please contribute to my GoFund. Please save me from looking like Eileen Warnos. GoFundMe. Please, someone start that for me immediately. Fuck, man. I did want to give you a couple of stories though, and I don't know if anybody's familiar with American Pie. I don't know who wouldn't be, but if you're not from this country, you may not be familiar with it. But there's a line in there. I think her name is Michelle. She talks where she says this one time at band camp, of course, and what she finishes with has nothing to do with I'm going to talk about, but it's just as naughty as what we would do at band camp ourselves. So we had band retreat, okay, when I was in high school, from my freshman year to my senior year, we had band retreat, and we'd go to this it's like a not a national park, it was like a county park. I don't know how to explain it. It was like there was picnic areas and places to camp and stuff like that. And then they had this big, large, crappily paved parking lot. But it was like, the kind with the cracks that never get filled and then the grass grows between them, but you still can park on it. But that's where we would march. That's where we would practice marching because it was big enough to have us go up and down a few times, without you could get into a good rhythm with the size of the yard. So that's where we do we learn how to march because that was something you had to learn. That was acquired. And I mean, I didn't really know all that. I'd never played I played the tuba. I don't know if I ever told you that or not, but I'm a 14-year-old girl playing a tuba. Actually, I started at 12, I think, but the tuba in high school for marching band is a sousaphone, and it's freaking huge, and it goes over your shoulder, and it weighs a gazillion freaking pounds. And I was like, motherfucker. I mean, I was a pretty strong kid, but damn, man, you want me to carry this big ass thing? I mean, some of them were fiberglass, so they did make it better. But it was just picking that thing up was heavy enough, and then you're doing it all day in the heat, and you don't want to be there anyways. You just want to play at night. You're not looking to do anything in the day. You just want to play at night. I don't even know how many days it was. I think it was just like a weekend, maybe. I don't even know. Maybe 3 or 4 days. I can't remember. It was right before school would start. Anyways, it would introduce you basically to the basics of marching band and camaraderie, and everyone, the brass would go over here and the woodwind would go over there, and the flag girls would go over there, and the percussion would go over here, and we all had our little place to go to, and we'd all practice, and then we'd all get together and put it together. And it wasn't too bad. It was okay. It was weird because you're only like 14 and you're away from your parents and you're with a bunch of people you don't know. Well, some of them, but not all of them. My mom was a volunteer counselor for the first year. Poor thing. We'll get to that. Yeah, but my freshman year, I guess the seniors liked to prank, and I can't even remember the name of the girl because I can't remember her name. But they put blue dye in the showers. When she turned the shower on, she just got blue dyed. Yeah, she was blue the whole time. And I mean blue, like blue. Mm-hmm. Insert toffee fade. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, that was a cruel one. I wasn't really impressed with that one. I know we were walking at night. First night? First night. We were walking at night. Just me and my friend. And I had a flashlight. And we're just tooling along. And there's like all these little trails. And the moonlight is really bright, like almost bright enough to light the trail, but not quite. So the flashlight helps, illuminate what you can't see. So we're walking along, and you ever have one of those feelings that's down to the fiber of your very existence, down to your soul? You're like, stop. And I was just like, stop. And I'm like, ah. And she's like, what? And I go, I don't know. Just stop. And she's like, what? And I take the flashlight, and as I'm going up, you can see that there's a giant fucking web from one end of the walking trail to the other end of the walking trail. The walking trail is like 3 people wide, about that wide. But that's pretty fucking big, man. That's big. And as I go up, that motherfucker's like practically in my face. And I have a thing about spiders, man. Oh my God. I didn't scream, but my soul did. I was like, ah! We just backed up really quick, and I'm like, let's fucking go back. I'm done. I'm done with the night searching. Maybe we can do this in a day and clear this shit out so we don't hit when she's there feeding. Fuck that. The spider, I'm sure it wasn't as big as I remember it. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's going to be bigger and more terrifying, but it was like bigger than a freaking. It was about the size of a fucking golf ball. It was pretty big. Big enough. I mean, big enough to put a web across the whole fucking thing. I don't know how it must have jumped across or something. Fuck that. Yeah, I didn't want any part of that. Yeah, so we turned and ran. Mm-hmm. I didn't waste any time. But I guess I do have one more band retreat story. But this is the humdinger, and I'm going to save that for next week. And I hate to do that to you, but I want to make sure I give this one proper due because this will give you an insight into 1980 14-year-old minds. I promise I'll bring it up. I promise. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to do some editing on my video, and I'm going to go watch the rest of, what was I watching? Gods of Egypt. I actually like that movie. It's pretty cool. Not too bad. Oh, there goes my thing. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, it's been real and it's been fun. And thanks for hanging out. And we'll get a new camera because this fucking thing's going to piss me off and I'm going to throw it through the fucking wall. Yep. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Ah, now you get to see my rage. God damn it. Yeah, it's annoying. It's only gone out of focus, I don't know, 72 times. My cheap ass won't buy another one. Yeah, like I said, go find me anytime. Anyway, I will talk to all of you next week, and I'll give you that Bandcamp story, the ultimate one. That was quite a night, yeah. It will go down in infamy. All right, well, be good. Be nice. If you can't be nice, then just keep to yourself and shut the fuck up. Don't get fuck around and find out. Nobody wants to be on the other end of fuck around and find out, and it's all over the place right now. So be very careful with what you say, who you insult, and think about what you do, how it reflects on you. Meh. Right? Sure, Jan. All right, well, don't forget to spay, neuter. Don't forget to adopt, don't shop. I think that's about it. And don't forget to meh. All right, I will talk to you next week. Peace.